Hey, we're Broad Talks, and we're going to just talk about random news stories that we found recently. You want to start with this, Adam?
Well,
Or
yeah.
I can go.
Well, I don't care. You could go first.
Okay. For one of mine, I found this random article where this guy was interrogated in Thailand, and they had to apologize because they used snake interrogation, because that's a thing.
Oh,
They wrapped a cobra around his head, and for 5 hours were just questioning him. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
it took them 5 hours to decide that they should probably
well,
stop
we
what
should.
they're doing.
Yeah, apparently they're like, it's working. I think he's close.
I wonder who the officer was. Like, we're not getting anything out of them. Let's say we're sorry.
And apologize. And they had to like fire a bunch of the people who were actually doing it. Yeah, no, it was
They had to
bad.
let him go. I get it.
Yeah, and
Well,
he has a
hopefully
snake
he got a good
family.
severance package.
Well, and he has a snake family. And now you're just like, what's going to happen?
That's true.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
that was like one of the craziest stories I saw. I was like, okay, and that's a thing that's still happening.
Oh gosh. Well, this one, this one's just funny. There was a cycling race in Belgium. And as I was reading this, I would have loved to be at this race. I would have loved to be the people participating in this. But anyway, I digress. So according to this article, there was a race in Belgium. It happened yesterday. And it was, there was a men's race and a women's race. Well, they clearly did not plan this out very well because they started the men and then they waited 10 minutes to start the women.
Okay.
And
Plenty of time.
clearly Belgium doesn't think that the women are good cyclers because the leading woman was catching up to the back of the men and they had to pause her so the men could continue going, which it's like you're going too fast. You're catching up to some of these these shittier bikers and we don't have the balls to tell them that, maybe, like,
You guys need to speed it up. What's
and it
going
has
on?
nothing to do with man versus woman. It has the fact to do with, and I don't know like all the ins and outs about biking. What's a fast leading time but 10 minutes? That's pretty.
Seems a little too
Come
too
on,
close.
yeah.
But USA, go women of USA, apparently.
Yeah. It was the woman, I forget her name, but she was from USA, and I know little to nothing about cycling.
Yeah.
So,
But like, it seems so insulting putting 10 minutes. Like, Ash, none of them could catch
I
up.
know, yeah. This is ridiculous.
No, we don't need 30 minutes. That's ridiculous. You're gonna want to.
And she's probably like biking, like, yeah, look what I'm doing. No, we're gonna stop you.
Yeah, like throw her whole pace off. And
Yeah.
It's just so funny. I wish there was like a feminist rally. That's sexist. What are you doing?
Oh, well, you never know.
It's so great though. I love that idea. And then I found another stupid article where what was it? It was a bunch of cow farmers are trying to match up like their cows with other suitors. So they made an app called Tutter where it's like
I've
Tinder.
used it, but the subscription was too much. I couldn't swing it.
It was just, I was like, wait, what? This is not real. I just read the headline. I was like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit more work and be like, this can't be real. This is like someone's idea. And I go and read it. No, there's screenshots of actual like cows and they're swiping right and left. I'm like, oh dear God, there's a market for everything.
What do you even base it off?
I know. That was so great. Like,
Here's a trip of them in Cabo, so they're obviously adventurous.
I would love to read the bios of the cows. Is it from their perspective or the farm? I hope it's from the cow.
It better be from the cow's perspective. Are you kidding me?
It's so great.
I like grass.
Long walks on the yard.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm a cow.
that's about all I got.
That's all I got.
But it was so, I just thought it was the dumbest.
Where? I love the name. Like that guy.
That part, I was like, damn, you nailed that.
Who financed this? He had to get some type of investing, unless he was already wealthy himself. He had to. Let's just imagine he did have to. He went to someone and said, "Hey, I got this great idea for this new website." When you're having trouble finding awesome suitors for your cows?
I'm with you, yes.
Yeah, I have the perfect thing. You know how we all have phones?
Mm-hmm,
You know how cows do too, iPhones or what it may be?
Okay, so yeah.
Tutter. So it's like Tinder, but for cows, so Tutter.
But how's the cow going to use the iPhone?
I don't know.
But I thought that's how
I just come up with great ideas.
we figured.
Yeah. Can I have $10,000 to do this, please?
You can take more than that.
All
15.
Right. Okay, sweet. Awesome. I have no idea how much it actually would have cost to do that. It could have been $10 for all I know.
But it was hilarious to see.
Yeah.
I wish I could get access to that app.
So this next story hits close to home for me, and it's something that finally is getting some recognition, but I've dealt with for 3 years. If I haven't told you about this, I happen to work for a giant warehouse where you buy things in bulk.
Okay.
And this warehouse that you happen to buy things in bulk has a ridiculous return policy where you could return just about anything. I used to work in returns. I've returned fridges from 10 years ago. I've returned furniture. I've returned mattresses from 4 to 5 years. I've returned empty food containers because they were dissatisfied with the food.
In the food containers?
Oh, no, just the plastic shell of the food container was left. We didn't like it. We want our money back.
Okay.
Not to mention, I work in one of the wealthiest communities in California, if not America. So it would be one thing if it was a low income area, but even then, these people have no shame. It's ridiculous. But anyway, you might have already heard there are people that return Christmas trees after Christmas. And this is an old story, but I happen to be going through the internet and people are still talking about it. They're still, and it's sad for me because people are like, I can't believe they do it. I'm like, I have a laundry list of what I'm seeing. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous.
If you're walking in, though, and you see someone with a flipping Christmas tree, you're like, what are you doing walking back to the store with that old tree?
Well, Christmas is over.
Time to turn it in.
Lose out on $120, and they returned it. This happened about 2 years ago. It made the news. People would come up to me because they knew I worked for this company, and they'd be like, did you know that this kind of stuff happens? I'm like, yes, I did. And it's so sad that it took to... that came out like 2 years ago. So like 2017, 2016, whatever it might have been, for people to realize this was happening. And it's just, it makes me so sad. And people, they have no shame. But I guess that's why these people live in this wealthy area, because they return everything they buy, hence not spending any money. So
just saving up for their next food dish they're going to return.
It's true.
After a week.
It's true.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Then I found... What we had that the salsa incident that I read about.
You told me about this.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know if he's a legend or if I'm just like, this is gross. I think I'm leaning legend. But he got very angry after he received an 89-cent tip. After, justifiably, he drove 30 minutes from one restaurant, put it on YouTube of him dipping his testicles into the salsa and giving it to the customer because he was mad that they gave him an 89-cent tip.
You know what's funny? I'm assuming, but let's just, for the sake of it, let's not assume. 89 cents? No, he's not worth 90, but he was better than 88. I think 89 is the way to go. Yeah, I'm assuming he just rounded up the next dollar, but why even tip them at that point?
Yeah, I would just I'll take my change in.
It's like, well, I don't like all the cents when I get my statements at the end of the month, no matter how bad it was. Like, he was probably pissed that it was 11 cents. So he's like, God damn, I got random 89 cents. He's not worth it. Like, really?
How bad do you have to mess up to get an 89-cent tip? And he was just doing a delivery. Like, what can he mess up on your order?
I could think of a chain that messes up quite often.
On every order?
They happen to, well, no, they just take forever. They specialize in wings, and they're a sports bar.
Oh, no.
You figured it out. They're terrible.
Oh, Wingstop, yeah, I got it.
No, the other one. Wingstop's great.
But yeah.
You get your food in a good amount of time, don't you?
Yeah, but it's crap. I don't like the flavors.
Oh, sorry, at least it's warm when you get it.
Fair enough. You know what?
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Let's see what else I just was looking at some stuff, not to get too political.
Ooh.
And I read more about this than I did some of these other articles. But there was a Colorado store that quit selling Nike products over a Kaepernick ad. Good for them. They made their
made
peace
their
with it,
stance, yeah.
but they went out of business.
And there you go.
Yeah. Turns out that a lot of those Nike or those jerseys are affiliated with Nike, so he wasn't able to sell any of that because it was Nike
So he
shoes.
stopped
It
completely.
just would be really. Someone wrote on the article. I didn't write it down. It said it's like having a milk store but not selling milk. That's how. There's a lot of analogies
store?
I'm sure you could come.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Nike. I mean, Nike's probably, or
Pretty
if
big
not
brand.
the biggest sports brand out there. It is the biggest, I believe. So to not sell them, you're just handcuffing yourself. But the guy stands by what he did. But yes, they did go out of business.
I was going to say, you better be seriously committed to that.
Yeah.
One man takes a knee and you're just like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, he was.
To go
But
out
there's
of
been other
business.
stories like that with, I mean, the Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
If you hadn't heard about that, or
What did he do with the stuff when that happened? Did he just
Well,
burn all of it?
the Hobby Lobby.
No,
Or
no,
the
no, no,
Nike-
the
I don't
Nike
know.
guy.
I didn't read that much into it. I just read more than I did on some of these other
Yeah,
ones.
no, it's fine.
So that was
I just wonder, because he probably had a bunch of stuff in the Nike store before it closed.
yeah.
And I'm wondering what the heck he does with all that. Does he join
I'm
the
sure
protests online where he lights the store on fire? Is that how he went out of business?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
he lit the store on fire.
Trying to claim insurance information. It's like, whatever I can do, well, I get some money out of this.
Yeah, just you're really like, I don't know. It's if you came to me and you were in his situation, that's great. You have your beliefs or whatnot, but I'd be like, maybe you should rethink this. Maybe sell the store to
Or
someone like
Someone who's willing to do it. Yeah,
Yes.
make some money instead of.
not destroy your life. I don't know what this guy had put in this, or if I don't know, but
But apparently he.
but he
has strong
stands.
opinions.
He stands for it. So it's kind of like, all right. Yeah.
I love that though. I can only imagine him just burning all the jerseys immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You got anything else?
I had an interesting. Have you? So, I was on my way to breakfast this morning,
Uh huh.
and I was having a rough morning,
Okay.
and I guess I really just needed a hug.
Okay.
So I was in the mindset of just wanting a hug.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird. So I was walking with a young child, and as a young child as they walk really slow, and I have these big long legs, so I have to like take.
Half
Yeah.
step.
And this adult, about the same size as me, older man, he wants me to go first, but clearly we're moving a lot slower. But the way he did it wasn't like, oh, I'll wait for you. No. He put his whole hand out like this, or so you could say like this, like go ahead. And I like started slowly, I was like, I don't know you. Like I was gonna give this stranger a hug.
You almost went in for a
I did.
hi.
Hi, thank you. You don't know how much I needed that.
Did they send you from above?
I don't know. It was the weirdest, and the girls were, what was it? Nothing.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna rush through the door. You're like dragging the kid
Yeah.
as fast as you could through the door.
It was bad. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you at least get a hug later or something?
No, I haven't.
Do you need a hug?
No, I've had a few hugs since then.
Okay.
I'm fine right now. Okay. Ask me later. Just when I'm trying to walk past you in the hallway, I'll just go in then because that's clearly what I do.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll open doors in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Didn't a YouTube channel do like something on that where it's called Whatever. The YouTube channel Whatever. They're always doing interesting, like
Yeah, prank or social experience. I think
yeah,
that
it's
they
more or
call it.
less social experience. And I think it's in Santa Barbara. I don't know if they still do it, but I think they did one where they would just randomly go up and hug people.
Yeah, that doesn't. Well, they also asked like, "Oh, can I have sex with you?" Like, and they did both genders.
What was interesting
well.
about that one, I remember, yeah, they did with both genders, and obviously the women asking men, it was more, but they
Like,
did
where?
100. They
When?
did 100 for each, and it was 0 women said yes. And the man is a good-looking guy, and I'm not trying to how dare these prudes? I'm just like, it wasn't like, no, he is a good-looking guy, and he wasn't like, it obviously
Creepy
is
or
rude
anything?
or creepy to just be like, hi, my name is so-and-so.
Want to have sex?
Would you like to have sex?
Deep stare
and
in
they-
their eye.
Some people would throw stuff at him. Some would be like, no, thanks, which that's nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were, they did the same thing, the same guy, and he went to Europe,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a few women say yeah.
Oh, dang.
Because obviously sexuality is a lot more open, I think, in
There,
Europe than it
probably,
is
yeah.
here. I would say from what I've seen and
Mm-hmm.
read
mean,
and whatnot.
Look at like their TVs; they'll actually show sex scenes, whereas
Yeah.
for us, we always try to hide it in like beauty or
No,
whatever.
yeah. I was in Europe and I was watching, like, essentially it was Jersey Shore, but it was for Ireland. That's a whole different show. God, it was. I couldn't sleep. I just watched that. I watched
You're
like
like,
6
okay.
or 7 episodes, but they weren't showing everything, but they were showing like there was cameras in the rooms while
bedrooms.
people were having sex,
Yeah.
and we're too concerned. And like it's completely flip flopped, I think, because in America we show violence and gore on TV.
Yeah. Crazy.
Things that people probably shouldn't experience in their life, or you hope they want it. Most people are going to experience sex at some point in their life. Why are we trying to like? That makes no
Hide
sense.
one and then be like, "Oh, this is normal."
Yeah.
You know, a guy gets shot in the the parking lot.
Yeah.
And no, don't pay attention to any of the sex happening in that person's
No,
bedroom.
yeah. It's
Makes sense to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
My American bread.
We're a weird country.
But yeah, that. And you got anything else?
What's happened since the last time we did our podcast? Interesting things.
A bunch of
I mean, yeah, it's been a couple months. So this could be like a 3-hour. I don't know. Trying to think. The Oscars were last week. No host.
No, of course not. Can't have
Yeah.
Kevin Hart in there. And
I
then
thought he was going to do it. I was under the impression he was going to do it, and then I didn't watch the Oscars. I had plans that night,
Either did I.
and then someone's all, "No, he didn't do it." I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, he said
That's
he
all-
wouldn't.
yeah.
He wouldn't apologize the second time
He
because he's already
didn't he
done
do a big interview with Ellen
Ellen?
DeGeneres?
Yeah, but he said he basically, I think it said in that he already apologized for it
Yeah.
when he was doing a press junket for, I think, that Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart movie.
Yeah.
Locked Up or Get Hard.
I
That's
don't
what it
know.
was.
There's
Get Hard.
a new Kevin Hart film comes out every week.
But yeah, he said he wouldn't apologize. He didn't want to become like a person that was constantly having to apologize for things that he said in the past. And then he's like, Ellen was like, I think he was saying like, "Oh, I really, really want you to host it. Like, you should call the account." Basically saying, "I've talked to them. They're willing to take you back. Come on, just talk to them." And he's like, "No, I'm not interested anymore."
I don't think Kevin Hart's hurting.
No, definitely not.
so-
I think he'll be just fine.
Just be all right. He's all, "No, I have another movie I have to make that day."
Yeah, but Green Book won. That's
Green
about
Book
the
did
only
win.
thing I know.
That I saw that movie. It was good.
Mhm.
Not to shy away from weird news, but it was a good movie. I would recommend it. I didn't see, honestly, I haven't been watching as many films as I usually do. We kind of had discussed that this was going to be more about movies. We'll see. Who knows?
That's why we said broad.
Yeah,
That's what
broad.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
Anything we want to.
Yeah, like I don't know, people dipping their balls in salsa.
Or Tutter, you know.
Speaking of salsa, did you know Oregon man survives off taco salsa
Taco Bell
while
salsa.
trapped in vehicle for 5 days?
Yeah, you know
Derek
what?
had heard about this one. You didn't hear about this?
No, I did.
Okay, that's crazy and all. But who the hell has 5 days worth of salsa in their car? That's the question. Not, oh, wow, that's miraculous. No. There's a bigger question.
What are you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Like, made a huge Taco Bell run before and just gonna pig out.
I don't
and he
get
got
it.
stuck.
It's almost upsetting.
I just found it hilarious because you notoriously hate Taco Bell.
No, it's just like, it's not that I hate it. It's
Okay.
the food is just like,
Amazing, yeah.
no, it's like a bunch of people at some CEO disc went around, took a bunch of hits with the bong,
Yes, yes.
and then decided, like, it'd be really cool
What?
if
What, man?
we mixed chicken tenders.
Uh-huh.
You know how they do the tortilla?
Yeah, bro.
We're not gonna do it. We're gonna do chicken. That's
You mean
one.
a chicken chalupa without any meat inside of it? Yeah. Bro,
I
that
haven't
sounds great.
had it, but I'm sure you have.
Oh, definitely.
You're like the guy that's in
Best
line when
thing.
new items come out at Taco Bell and you have to try them.
Because I
No
want to
better.
know
How-
what it tastes like.
Why?
The Doritos Locos Taco, greatest
What
thing
can
that
you
they
do
ever
with
did.
that knowledge?
I hope I can continue to make more Doritos Locos kind of. I would love if they made a Takis brand taco shell. If they would, no, they've gotten close. It's a Flamos, but it's not the same because it's not Dorito. I don't want Doritos version of it. I want
Well, I think Doritos is
Yeah.
obviously there.
in on it, yes.
They
But
like
that they also have their fries. They just I don't know why you hate it. You go to boring old Del Taco, where they they have
No,
their
Del Taco
simple
kept
things.
it simple. What do people
Yeah.
like? Tacos and fries. Boom, done.
And
Not
never
how
gonna
can we
change it.
infuse those?
Or, let's include cheeseburgers that no one orders. Why don't you just try different foods in the
Rami
background?
likes those, and that makes no
That's
sense
weird.
to me. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know who orders cheeseburgers. I'm gonna go to Del Taco and get myself a cheeseburger.
But do you get any of like the side items even at restaurants if you go to, or are you like I'm the person that like you were saying?
No, I've been with you.
If I see a giant billboard on a Taco Bell sign, I'm going, how do I get as much of that in me now?
I'm aware.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you're a slave to
Crunchwrap Supreme,
advertisement.
and boom, now it's a staple. This is how you grow.
I like Taco Bell. I'm not trying to say I don't. I'm trying to say that they don't need to. Like, they don't have any faith in their food, so
They just keep changing it.
so
They're
they're just
"Well,
coming
you
up
like
with
this?"
some crazy inventions.
Yeah, like they're taquitos that they're calling rolled tacos.
Is that what it is?
It's
Coming out
I'm
with-
like this is pretty low.
It's
but
I don't
I'm
know.
surprised not more restaurants have taquitos. To be honest,
It's a
how
good
in the
point.
world?
For as simple as they are,
Yes, I'm like, why does not every Mexican restaurant have taquitos? You do chicken strips. You
I don't know. I have
do-
a big issue with. I love Mexican food,
Mhm.
but I've told you this, and I'll tell everyone else.
Yeah, let y'all all the people
When you
know.
tell me that you have found the best hole in the wall breakfast burrito place, I'm sure it's just like any of them because it's a breakfast burrito. You didn't find the best one. You happen to find a breakfast burrito place. You did not find the best one because that doesn't exist. They're all the same.
It's a burrito.
I'm sure there are some that are worse, but there's not the best one. And you could go ahead and try to tell me they are. Everyone has one from when they went to high school that was around the corner or from their hometown. They're all the same. It's a tortilla, eggs, hash brown, whatever meat you want, some salsa that they get from a big bag. I'm sure they don't make it home there or in
in the
the
place,
place
yeah.
like they say they do. And I have an issue with fancy Mexican restaurants because it's all the same. I'm not spending $40 for 3 tacos, beans, and rice. Are you kidding me? I'll get an El Torito, get the same thing for
way cheap.
1/3 of the price and
Yeah.
be just as satisfied. Like there's Cha-Cha's and Tortilla Joe's. Those are the only two that come up to mind. Oh, there's one at the Irvine Spectrum, but I can't think of the name.
That Cuban restaurant when we went to, that was delicious.
No, it starts with the. I want to say No, you're thinking of Felix's.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm. Like
I
their
can't think of the name, but it's even more expensive than the other two that I said. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's simply just Mexican food.
Yeah, I think I went to Trejo's Tacos in LA once.
I've heard about that.
It is not worth it. That is way too expensive for tacos.
Well,
And I should have known better walking in. I'm like, why is Danny Trejo opening a taco stand?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's opened a few. They're pretty popular though.
I think it's more on brand though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's Trejo's Taco rather than just a normal. I feel like any person could make many of those, like a lot of those hole in the wall taco places are just as good.
You're not
But he
wrong.
charges like $4 or $5 for the same thing, and I'm like, no, thank you. Especially in LA.
Well, yeah, LA is just an expensive place. Therefore, the food's going to be expensive.
Yeah, but
I don't understand Pink's. Speaking of LA,
yeah,
it's a hot dog place. Again, back to the whole. It's a hot dog.
but
I found the best hot dog. No, you didn't.
and
You
I
found
think
a
you
hot
hate it
dog.
too because they do the same thing as Taco Bell, where they just keep making up random hot dogs to keep making.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap the whole bun inside bacon. Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Yeah, I
let's
don't. It's like it's a hot dog. Like you can put whatever you want, but in the end, it's a hot dog.
Wiener Schnitzel would disagree. That is a beautiful restaurant.
You mean Der Wiener Schnitzel?
Yes, I forgot.
The only reason I ever went there is because they had school's first
ATM in it.
ATM in there. I never understood why, but I need to get money, and I don't want to pay the $3 service charge. I would walk in, use the ATM, and leave. Oh, what can I get? I'm not eating here.
Pass. I would never do that to myself.
No, I can't remember what. You missed out. I missed out. Didn't you guys get kicked out of there?
Me and Pepe did.
I heard you
Yeah.
guys got kicked out for.
Me, Pepe, and Kurt.
You were
I think it
disturbing the
was.
peace. I'm sure it was very busy there.
Yeah, it's so great. We were outside of, I think it was at high school, after school, and we went there once. We were like, let's fine, we can do that because we went to like a arcade thing afterwards. So we were like, okay, we'll just go grab Wiener Schnitzel and go back. And we, in fairness, we were really loud because me and Pepe are just loud people.
Yeah.
and we were.
I would have probably kicked you out too. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I'm like,
you're like, no, you know what? That guy had every right to do that.
I get it.
But we were just like hooting and hollering. Yeah, I said hooting and hollering, but you're just screaming. And
Maybe they
whatnot.
kicked you out because you said we're sorry for hooting and hollering.
And you're like, okay, you now get the hell out.
Yeah, you need to get out now.
But yeah, yeah, there was like
The
two
workers.
I think.
Workers.
Yeah. I bet you the workers were just mainly complaining, like, can you get these people out? I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to raise.
Too much pressure in this job. I got to put the hot dog in the bun. I can't with all this side noise. There's one car in the drive-through. I can't do this.
They do have good cheese poppers, though.
You would know. Is that their new item of the month?
Every month.
Do you
telling
get ads that I don't know about of new foods that come out? You go there the first day that they're released?
I just get so excited. I just see it and I'm like, oh, I have to have it.
Oh my gosh. And then you call, because it's always participating places. He has to make sure. And he can probably tell you which ones. And Hawaii, I would never live there because they're never participating in those things. Neither is Alaska.
But who in the heck is living in Alaska?
Costa Rica. It's always those three at the end of those commercials. It's so funny that they like find it necessary to tell you that at the end of those.
I don't know why.
Not applicable in Hawaii, Alaska, or Costa Rica. It's always those three.
Yeah.
So it's
You're like, okay, I don't live there, so fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was hilarious for me as a kid.
A kid?
Kidding.
No,
Well,
it's
I wasn't 18 or
whatever you were. It was last week.
I just got kicked out. What can I say?
What were you?
Yeah.
Why would we never go to Wiener? Why did you go to Wiener Schnitzel? We never go there.
It's because it was right outside of the like this arcade thing where because before we had PCs, we went to like these arcade areas where they have the I think it was called what was it Cybergate. There you go. And we used to go there, and then afterward we go straight to the Wiener Schnitzel because it was the closest thing. It's just pure laziness. How do you think I got this fat? It's all lazy decisions and moving as little as possible. That's my whole life. Oh, okay, that got sad.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyway, this has been a while since we've done this, and I don't know. Oh, I do have one more, just really quick. This guy's smart but stupid at the same time.
I love it.
Man in Hawaii shouts guilty to get out of jury duty, and he ended up in jail for one night.
Wait, what?
I get it. You live in Hawaii. You don't want to sit up in a courtroom all day.
No.
But yeah, I don't read much about it. I'm sure.
I am wondering what in the world you have.
But it says he ended up spending a night in jail.
I wonder if you just the first like the opening statements are like, we are charging the defense guilty. Like, oh Jesus, okay.
No, he yelled. He wasn't part of the jury. That's even stupider. You go through the entire jury selection process just to be like, no, he did it outside to get kicked out of jury duty, but instead he ended up in jail.
Wait, I thought he was actually selected and then just yelled.
No, they said it was outside of a courtroom, so I don't think he was selected for that one.
You can get thrown in jail for that?
I guess so. It's written somewhere.
Jesus.
Or maybe it's a Hawaii law. I don't know.
A Hawaii thing. Like,
I'm not very...
we don't do that here, man. I don't know what...
What? You're Jamaican. No, Hawaii, Christian. It's happened in Hawaii.
I don't know how to do that accent.
And are you convinced? Are you convinced they walk around with the hula skirts everywhere? The judge walks out.
Guilty. I'm sticking with it.
I'm so confused. Wait. Do Jamaican? Is it going to be Hawaiian? He doesn't know how to do Hawaiian.
Wait, what's Hawaiian?
Yeah. Neither do I. I'm not going to try.
I was going to do it again.
Don't do it.
That's so great. That is weird, though. I just wonder what in the heck happened. Like, how do you actually get arrested for that?
I don't know, but he did. He got out. I'm assuming he got out of jury duty.
Yeah.
But he was back in the courtroom for disturbing the peace.
Someone else yelled, guilty!
Well, he probably had to go to court for it. So he didn't really get out of the court system.
No, instead he got
can't beat him, join him.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, but I think that's everything. I don't really have anything else.
Neither do I.
What else happened? We'll cut this out because it's getting long. The Rams lost in the Super Bowl. You might have known I'm a big Rams fan. They lost in the Super Bowl. I stayed in bed for 2 days. I still haven't really gotten back into football news at this point. I normally would be. I'm just too heartbroken, and I hate the media. I used to hate the Patriots a lot more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I respect them a lot more because now seeing what the media does, they were doing the same thing to the Rams, hating on them. There was the whole Saints game where they shouldn't have been there. So I
In
don't
fairness,
know.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That cheap play.
You know what? He just played football. He blew the coverage. He went for the guy. He knew he was going to get flagged, and it's not his fault. It's the ref's fault.
Yeah.
And New Orleans is still pissed about that.
Of course they are. That's real fans.
Well, yeah,
we don't even care.
The Raiders are still pissed about what was it? The tuck rule, and that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, get over it, right?
No, people don't get over this stuff.
But do you know what's good news for you if you're a Rams? The Patriots owner, what happened to him?
Yeah,
he got caught getting a rub and tug. He was soliciting for them to happy ending massage for him. He got caught in that.
Oh my god!
He's on vacation in Florida, and that's what happened.
Yeah, everything happens in Florida. That is true.
You would think with that much money, you would have hire escorts. Yeah, let's go a little bit higher than $20. How about we try something?
Well, you know,
on vacation though,
he probably had a coupon. So I mean, Florida would have coupons for that.
It would say on there too, rub and tug included.
Speaking of owners doing things, I don't know much about it. I just saw the article on news yesterday, but I don't think the San Francisco Giants owner is going to be the San Francisco Giants owner for very long.
Wait, what happened?
There's video of him like, I don't want to, like, physically abusing his wife.
Oh.
I don't know to what extent, but he was at like lunch with her. Like a public
out in
area.
public,
tons of cameras.
As if we're saying that it's okay if he does it in private.
No, I know,
but
that's not what I'm saying. Kind of implied that, but yeah. I don't know. That was bad, and it's brutal. Look it up later.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll believe you. I don't want to watch someone beat him up. But
you've watched much more disturbing.
You're right,
things.
but I don't need to. I'm trying to clean myself. I'm a Christian boy. I'm trying to turn a new leaf.
Have you ever been on live leaks?
Yes,
that'll mess
plenty
you
of
up.
times. Yeah.
You ever see the tiger like destroy that person in China?
No, not recent. Was it they got out of a car?
No, that one's good. I shouldn't be laughing.
That one's good.
Not good.
Oh, that tiger did a good job there.
No, that one is bad.
Yeah,
that one is bad and sad. No, this one is just
as bad.
Now,
let's laugh.
It's just the caption. The story is funny. He was trying to sneak into the zoo, and he jumped over the wrong wall. That's what happened. I swear to God, he was trying to sneak in. It was in China. He was trying to sneak into the zoo, and I guess he jumped one too many walls. I don't know how that happened, but it happened, and unfortunately, there's tons of
luck too.
Yeah,
I just want to see the tigers, man. When are you gonna see them? Oh. Unfortunately, it'll be your last thing you see.
No, it's bad. The video, and it's
too
devastating. Long? I watched it, and because people at work were talking about it, and
you're like, well, I got to be in the loop. I
don't
want to be that weirdo at work.
Yeah, even though
who I didn't watch the tiger mauling.
Yeah, no, it's gnarly, and people said, and I didn't watch enough of it, but I guess the officials were trying to kill the guy, like shoot him to death,
just so he didn't have to suffer
anymore.
That's one way to look at it, I guess. I'm not going in there. Are you kidding me? Shoot the guy, not the tiger.
We need that tiger. He's worth money.
He brings all this tourism in. We got to kill him.
Yeah.
Imagine living in a world where that's your mentality, though. Like with I know. Sorry to bring him up. Is it Harambe?
Harambe?
Yeah. Long live Harambe.
I haven't heard that since 2015, 2014, whatever it was.
But like our mentality is save kid. Like immediately get rid of gorilla is the idea, right?
Yeah.
You go to foreign country, they're like, no. That tiger is
I don't think that's
valuable.
why. I think they were trying to put the guy, and that might not even be true. Yeah. That's what people at work were saying. I was watching the video on my phone, and I was on break. I didn't like.
We're just gonna make up random accusations, blame the countries.
Why not? I mean, half this news that I looked up 5 minutes ago could not even be
so
true.
Much research.
No, but that's the whole point of this is just kind of to have fun. We do plan on doing an out of this room kind of challenge. We've done this thing with some of our friends. It's one that usually leaves people in pain and disgust, and we call it the burger challenge. But we're going to kind of flip that on its head,
Do a dessert.
and do a dessert challenge.
Oh.
And so, why don't you explain them what the burger challenge is? Why I look up the
Dessert challenge?
I have it written down, so it won't take long.
Okay. Yeah. But like the burger challenge is you basically you get all your friends into a car. I think we did 2 variants where I think we had the dice.
Yeah, we did
with dice
randomized,
where each person gets a number. You roll the dice. You go to have as many locations as you want, and you roll the dice. Whoever's number pops up, they have to get the biggest burger at that place. Now, we did have a bad habit of starting as our place 2 was Fat Burger all the time. And that place makes the whole rest of the game, like if you're like hoping to God.
You have to finish the burger.
Roll. Yeah, you have to finish
the burger.
And then we got all exhausted of waiting for that person to eat, though. And we're all like ordering burgers like, I need food. It's 4:00 and I haven't had anything.
Then there's people that are starving because their name's not getting called.
While the like someone like Derek is on like his 4th burger.
Derek
going
threw
like,
up, didn't he?
I hate this.
Yeah, Derek threw up doing it because he ended up with like 4 or 5 burgers.
That was so great.
But anyway, so just think of like
dessert?
signature burger places. We're not going to go over all of them, but this is the
Dessert challenge.
Dessert challenge. Might be a little tricky because some of these places are sit down. So, but a lot of places offer to go because we're America and we don't need to be seen outside anymore. Or honestly, at this point, we could just Postmates all of them here.
That would be fun. And we could just put it like in the freezer.
And just have it. We could honestly just Postmates every single one here. But anyway,
that's one expensive meal.
Then we get sued by them for using the name without their. But anyway,
we just slap tape on it. I'm like, no,
you are not from Postmates.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're really coming after us.
Yeah.
We're
That's what
big,
they're worried about.
big podcast.
Huge podcast. So this is what they spend all their time looking for dumb videos, people destroying their stomachs. But anyway,
with our giant blank
these
walls.
These are the ones I have. I have the molten chocolate cake from Chili's. Derek, you can go ahead and applaud.
Oh.
A lot of us are fan of Chili's. A lot of us in the group of friends that we hang out with.
There's one.
Derek, Matt, Kevin.
No. One that isn't. Is what I was
well,
saying. The one.
I'm not going to get in trouble. The classic cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
And that thing is hard to put down. I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Couldn't they substitute it for
a
flavored one they want?
Why would you do that to yourself?
I would do it because I'd rather eat something I'm gonna like. I don't like the normal cheesecake because it's
Can you
often
finish
for
an
frozen.
entire slice of cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory?
You know, that's insulting to this belly.
Here's a good one. The Pizookie from BJ's.
Ooh.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I just had one last night. It was great.
Like the big ones, right? I imagine you can't do like a tiny.
I'd like a mini.
Man, I got out of this challenge.
The ice cream sandwich from Afters, which is 2 donuts with 2 scoops of ice cream in the middle of it.
Yeah.
A loop from The Loop. I've actually never been
the
there, but it's
churro
just a churro inside ice cream. They really have run out of ideas for.
I love how much you hate these great places. That place is delicious.
No, it's okay. Should I go back to breakfast burrito places? It is a churro with ice cream.
Okay. But they dip it and you get to pick whatever you want. Nowhere else can you get a customized churro. That's all I'm trying to say.
Just because that's the only place you could get it doesn't make it good.
It does to me.
Taco Bell doesn't make. Is that why you love Taco Bell?
Well, yeah, because they
you
change
can't
it up.
get burgers fried in tacos with nacho cheese in them.
If they had a
But
burger
he's
where
thinking
they
about
did
like
that
sounds
be pretty
really
good.
good. You should call them. I'm sure.
I got some ideas.
I think
for
most
you.
of their ideas come from just.
We can go to their office off of the Irvine Improv.
You know, they have a Taco Bell in there.
Oh, you really can order from inside there?
I've heard they've had a taco in there. Someone told me they had a Taco Bell.
I might go in there just to see what it's like. Do they have like test items? Adam, this is like, I am losing my mind. I might go do this.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I didn't know you could go in it. I thought it was a corporate building.
No, there is a Taco Bell in it. I'm like
I'm
80%
going.
sure there is.
I totally have to do that.
But it's crappy.
Oh, this is crap. What are you doing here?
That'd be funny.
Sorry.
Another good one. Cinnabon from Cinnabon. I'm saying that right. It's not Cinnabon. It's Cinnabon.
Oh, okay.
Right? I think so. Yeah.
I've never had. Surprisingly.
That just... I've heard that before. I've heard you've never had a
once.
Cinnabon. You've put the vile things in your mouth and you've never had a Cinnabon?
Yeah, I don't know. That seems too much.
At no point in your life will you
That's where I draw the line.
glazed
Cinnamon
icing with
Yeah.
no.
What are you
no.
doing to that cinnamon tree? It's delicious by itself.
It's just bread. That's all you need. No, honestly, you'll never feel lower in your life walking through the mall.
Yeah, but see, I'm afraid that I'm gonna like it so much. I'm like, now I have a new thing I have. Like, you know what I mean?
You would go
Like, for me, I go to Taco
Who goes
Bell.
to the mall just to grab like? Why are we going to the mall? I want a
Desperate
Cinnabon.
person. Yeah. Look at all the rest of the people in the room going like, I would do it. This is what's wrong with America.
Here's a good one.
USA.
Have you? Oh my god. Well, malls are a dying breed, but so I wonder what that happens.
But
with places
Cinnabon will save them, God damn it. If I could say anything.
I
We'll
hope
go on
not.
a dessert challenge to save them all. Sabaro.
Have you guys heard of cream and sugar? Anyone?
Yes.
So they do shakes and cake.
You don't have to
So
say
I
that.
think if you were to have one slice of their cake, look it up later.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
It looks like a unicorn puked on a plate. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I imagine you have to get a cake and a shake, though, because I think that's a thing that they have.
I would have to relook up what they had, and then we have Joe's Italian
Sorry.
Ice, so just their original Italian ice with that. But
Wait, why are you downplaying that, though? Like, it's not amazing. You
Well,
said that.
compared to-
Oh, it's just Joe's Italian. Yeah.
It's just Italian ice. It is good.
You have to get with the float, though. You have to get with ice cream.
What
The
happened when I went there? Didn't I make a fool of myself there, and you couldn't stop laughing?
I don't remember why, but I think it was how you ordered your thing. Like, you ordered the
Their menu
Italian-
was confusing.
I remember you staring, going like, do I get that? And I'm like, wait, Adam, just get this.
I
It was just
know what it
hilarious how
was.
you were talking to her. I
Yeah.
remember.
And
Anyway.
she laughed too. She couldn't.
Remember?
And then macaroon ice cream from Snow Monster.
I've never been to Snow Monster, surprisingly.
It's not very good.
It's
a fad, in my opinion.
I have gone to Snow Monster, but I only went there because they had a light bulb mug,
Get you in there.
which is why I went there. But I've gone to the Trader Sam's over by where we live.
Well aware.
Yeah, I have every single mug from there because I have a problem. They have a new one, Adam, that you should try. It's like the Iowa, but it's another one. They have a different bowl, so it's worth it. That's how I justify things. It's new. I have to have.
You're the guy. You're gonna be the parent. You know when they send you home with those packets for pictures, and they have some of those insane. You get a keychain, a mug, a snow globe.
Class ring.
He's gonna buy all of the things from
Can't
that,
help it.
and just have them sitting around his house.
And never do anything with them. I have it decorated on my desk at work.
What
The mugs.
The mugs.
Yeah, all of them, and I use them randomly.
Okay.
But I've never used like the for like tea. Like a bit ridiculous. A giant bowl. I walk back to my desk.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, I think so. We do plan on doing that sometime. We're gonna have to get some contestants. I will be in it. Christian will be in it, and
We'll figure out the rest. Yeah.
It's gonna be gnarly. That one's gonna be worse than the burgers. I think that's so much just
I feel-
milk and
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how much actual soft serve can I continuously eat and not be like, I hate this. I don't want to eat anymore.
yeah.
ice
No, I'll never
cream."
want to. It's a good way to start dieting.
Do you think that's?
No,
you
no,
think
no.
that'll
You
stop
do
me?
it, and then you. Oh my god.
Then
It'll
I
be,
just go
no,
like,
no, it'll be a day later. You would have had to eat 3. He walks by. That Cinnabon's pretty good. I'll be like, oh my god. That would be Christian.
a week later. Yeah, no, I had to do the dessert challenge.
I did it
again.
by
You guys wanna
myself.
start?
I finished it.
I'm becoming competitive now.
But I'm gonna die in 2 weeks. I have
Very bad diabetes.
diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do your mugs go to?
My mug.
No, they're buried with them.
It's at my viewing. I just have them sitting on
Oh
the edge
my
of the
gosh, there's
casket.
candles in them.
That'd be great.
Oh good lord.
But yeah.
All right.
That sounds like a fun idea, though. We should try it. And if you guys have any other suggestions, that'd be great.
Other than stop, because we're not gonna listen to that one. Or please stop.
We don't take manners either.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't care
but-
how nice you are, we're not going to stop. No, but we have different ideas of different things we could talk about. We may talk about why In-N-Out is better than any other fast food place, right, Christian? Great.
Well, I mean, if you exclude their fries, yeah, no,
We'll
I'm
leave it
with
at
you.
that, and then you can form all these opinions about how stupid Christian is based off that.
Or how right I am. And you're like, oh yeah, finally someone said it. Exactly. Trying to hate on me. Can't stop me.
This is coming from the person who doesn't think a deep dish pizza is a pizza.
It's not. Sorry, what?
Say it.
It's not.
No. Say the
Casserole.
no.
That's what it is.
Say the name of what?
Yeah, deep dish casserole. Yeah.
Really?
Hmm?
Not gonna do
Am I
this.
playing dumb? No.
No, not at all. All right. Well, that was our second episode, and it was much longer than I thought it would be.
Stop in next 4 or 5 months from now.
Yeah.
We'll have episode 3.
We'll wrap up 2019, and we'll see. Get ready for 2020. No, hopefully we do more. Not that anyone's watching it, but not that you're sitting at the edge of your seat waiting for the
Where's that
next
video?
episode. But no, well, I don't know. We don't want to like talk about what everyone's talking when you get on YouTube and everyone's talking about Avengers, how that's coming out. We're not really going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Not like a episode dedicated to it, but
If we just talk about whatever's going on, I just think we just want to have conversations about random stuff.
But the problem is we're doing news, and they're not gonna get it. It's gonna be like a refresher because it won't be uploaded for like a
months later. Oh yeah, that was a story.
I forgot about that. Oh god.
But yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you soon.
This was Broad Talks. You have a good
Bam.
night and day and morning, depending on when you're watching this.
Are you stalking them?
No,
I'm watching each one.
I'm trying to hit every. If I say good night, people are gonna be like, "Well, I watched this in the morning. You're a jackass." So
I want to meet that person. Nope. Dislike.
it's a great video up until the end. All right. Well, you guys have a good one.
Bye.